everyone, Linda here. Well, I'm going to try making a Christmas card. I've taken the splint out of my mouth. I can do that. And see if I can talk better. I have braces now. This is the third phase, I think, of curing, I guess, my TMJ. So hopefully this will work out. So I was looking through my Christmas stuff and I found I had these already stamped and some of them colored, and I thought I'd like to make that into a Christmas card. And I purchased some of these domes from, well, they were Tim Holtz Alteration and from Sizzix. And they're a little smaller. They go with this set. But I'm not going to use these just yet because I haven't put those together. I want to use some things that I've already made and colored. And then I'm going to use a die from my favorite things. I love this stitch die. It's pretty cool. And I'm going to go over it with that. And then I might use a base from that set. It looks really small right now, but instead of this black base, and we'll see how that goes. First, I'm going to cut these out with this. This is another my favorite thing, circle dice, so I can at least use that part. And then I've chosen some different background papers to use for the card, and I'm going to use a white 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 base. So I'm going to get these things cut out, and then I'll turn the camera back on when I'm ready to assemble them. I've decided on a sentiment, so I'm still working on the first card. I didn't really like that other base. I thought it was too small. So what I did is I took a tag punch and just put it in there a little ways and punched it out like that, and that's what I'm using for the base. So I picked out a sentiment, and it is Season's Greetings, and it's a Tim Holtz one from all those words. I numbered the dies a long time ago because it was really hard to read which one they were. Oh, I forgot. I got to take my splint out. I was talking funny again. Okay, so I don't know what it's going to be like when I finally get the braces off and can talk and eat like a normal person again. It's so embarrassing to go out to eat because a splint is so big it pushes food off my mouth, and anybody that has braces knows the difficulty of that. Well, that's not showing up very good, so we'll have to figure out a way. And usually what I like to do is leave the metal piece on it because it seems to lay down better. But I can take a white pen and go around that. And then I'm going to glue this on here. See what I can do about that. And then I have to find some silvery glitter. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to do before I did that, I was trying to decide if I wanted to put a piece of lace here or put the lace down at the bottom to give it a little bit of a vintage look, like it's sitting on a table. Maybe put this on here, put it on the outside. So many things to think about when you're making a card. I think I'll do that. Before I glue that down, I want to glue this down. I'm just going to go border to border with the lace. I don't have very much. This was a gift from one of the people in my kit swap over at Your Paper Pantry. I can't remember who it was. I should have written the name on it. Okay, so I'm going to put that down there. Now the blue paper's not put down yet, so that could take a while. And let's see. Still work on the top here. Thought I punched. think I want this just a little bit bigger than that one. But I keep losing them. There we go. Put that there. Now where's the circle that oh, here it is. Put some more glue on it. If you hear some jingling, that's my new kitten, Rudy, and he's over there going face to face with Sophie. I don't hear any growling, so that makes me happy. Sophie's just not real pleased with Rudy yet, so I hope it works out. You know, sometimes you do these things and you think, oh, this will be good for Sophie. She'll have a friend and she'll be able to get some exercise. And they've played a little, but Sophie does a lot of growling. Okay, now I need some glitter, and this is silver glass by Stampin' Up. I have to be careful of this with the cats. So, oh, we want to put it on the thing here. It's so tempting to put it in the circle, but then that would make a big mess. And put a little bit of that, and then maybe a little bit of this one, Prisma glitter. So it opens this way. I have a whole like drawer of different glitters, and I need to use this stuff. So, like everything else, these cards and my kits each month. Oh, here comes Sophie. Say hi, Sophie. Go up on your blanket there. There you go. Now you're going to watch, but don't get in that stuff. Okay, so put this on here like this. And then I'm going to put this white one around the outside. And hope that this turns out okay. I might need to use a different, I was going to use just white for the season's greeting, but I thought the glitter would jazz it up a little bit, but maybe not. Okay, so there's the card top. And I'm thinking if I go around that with a white pen, that might help. So I'm going to put it on here on a white base. I like using the white bases because then when you put your sentiment on the inside, it can be red and your name can be red. I like those little domes. Those are just deep enough. I hope, that's going to be the hard part, is mailing them. But that's okay. We'll figure that out too. Just about all my cards I had to put an extra 20 cents on this year, which is okay, I don't mind. I got a kitty hair there, or a fuzz. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go around the season's greeting with a white pen and see if that helps make it pop. I could do white or black, and I have to decide if I want to go on the outside or the inside. I think I'll go on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera off to do that because I need to sit closer. I tried some different things around the season's greeting, and it ended up that a black Sharpie worked the best. So I think that turned out pretty cute. So I'm going to put a few more little like sticker snowflakes on it, and then I'll make the other 9. I just wanted you to know, with the cards I made last year, I sent a lot out, and then I put a bunch on the table in my condominium that I live in, and sold quite a few of my Christmas cards. And then all the proceeds for those cards I donated to Kitties on the Prairie, which is a refuge or rescue for cats that are feral cats or cats that people, you know, need to surrender. And the generous, wonderful lady that runs it, you know, does it pretty much all on her own and with volunteers. And it's a no-kill rescue, so she takes pretty much everything she can. And she has a website, so it's Kitties on the Prairie, Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin. And if you're looking for a kitty, it's a great place to adopt one. I ended up adopting Rudy at our local pet store because I've been going in there and volunteering just to socialize her kittens and stuff. And she takes in rescue kitties too. Rudy was a rescue. A man found him, and his whiskers were like chewed off, and he had something wrong with his eye, and his tail's got a big kink in it. But by the time I got him, and you know, he's only 6 weeks old, the person who found him had taken him to the vet and taken care of him. And at this animal pet shop, it's called Animal House here in Prairie du Sac, Tara doesn't take unhealthy pets in. She makes sure that they've had all their shots, and then she makes sure they're neutered before she sends them out. So we're having fun with Rudy. Right now I'm going to decorate this a little bit more and get started on the other cards, and I will come back and show you those. It's taken me 3 hours to get this far. I've just taken a base and put some background paper, a darker color, and then background paper, and I used a couple of different ones that I had, and I like the black Season's Greetings better. And what I did, when I did this one, I thought, oh, I like the black better. So then I thought, you know, I like the black on this better. So then I thought, you know, these domes are pretty high, and they just aren't gonna do it for mailing. They'd be better for like tags. So these would be good cards to put in or on a gift or in a gift. So I'm not gonna use the dome anymore. I'm just going to use these little images that I colored and glittered, and oh boy, what a mess that glitter was. So this one's brown, so I'm going to put a brown circle over it. I could cut out a little piece of vinyl, but I don't really think I need to. And then this underneath it, and then I found some white grosgrain. I think the white grosgrain looks better on those. Maybe this vintage will look better on these. Yeah, I like this one on this one. So they're all going to be just a little bit different. And then the only thing I have left to do on them is pick out a sentiment for the inside, which I probably should have already done. The thing that took me the longest while glittering these things and cleaning this top, but I got it really clean, and I used some hand sanitizer, so hopefully I won't have to keep doing that every time. Also on this one, I used the rickrack, but I also put a couple little snowflakes on it. I just really like the way that black looks on the blue, and I like this brown on this beige kind of background. This paper is a Stampin' Up paper, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I don't want to put a vinyl over that, but I might. So let me get I'm going to get the rickrack on and the little snowflakes on, and then I'll decide if I'm going to put the vinyl on. That's the thing about making cards. It's, as I go along, I generally change things up a little bit, but sometimes I'm really happy with the design, and I can just go all the way through all 10 and make make them all the same. So I'm just going to put this on here. So I'm going to turn it off while I set up the rest of these cards, and then I'll come back and decide if I'm going to put a little piece of, well, it's not vinyl. Like, what I use is the stuff from overhead projectors that we used to have, that clear plastic stuff. All right. I decided to put acetate on these circles, so I used a My Favorite Things circle, and this is a My Favorite Things circle with the stitches on it. So I'm going to put those together and then add them to the card. All done now. What I've done is stamp the inside with warmest wishes for a happy holiday, and now I'm just putting the envelope on. I added a little bit of that glitter paper because I had put tape on the back of it, and I thought, why not? And a couple little snowflakes because I have a lot of snowflakes. And these are the ones with the domes that I don't think I can really mail. And I also put my stamp on the back. So this is the way they look. And they're all set to go. I really like the brown ones. I thought that was kind of fun. And again, I'm just using up things that I have. And I have a couple new things. Like, I think one of the snowflakes might be new. And this stitch circle is new. The rest of it is all stuff that I had. Oh yes, and the warmest wishes for a happy holiday is new too. I just got that from My Favorite Things. So I do this every month, at least 10 cards a month. And then when November comes, the end of November, right after Thanksgiving, I start getting them ready to send out. And any that I have left over, I put in my hallway and sell to anybody that wants them, and then the money's donated to Kitties on the Prairie or any organization that I decide I want to donate to at the time. And I do this for Your Paper Pantry. It's a Ning site, and there are lots of challenges and swaps and fun things to do. So come on over and join the fun at Your Paper Pantry. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve here, and we're having a really bad snowstorm, so I hope everyone's safe tonight.